Hello. So I am pulling up the questions right now. Don't know why I don't have them already pulled up. Okay, they're here. I'm excited. Okay, so yeah, I haven't done a Q&A since I think I've actually only done one, and that was over a year ago, so yay. I'm just going to go down the list. I did a community post not too long ago asking for questions. Thank you for all who asked them. So I'm going to look at my baby. I'm going to repot her while I answer the questions so you're not just staring at me ill. This baby is my Aglonema hybrid pink. I purchased this back in 2021. It's been with me through a lot. I learned a lot about plants too, because this was one of my first house plants. Anyways, she's grown. I've propagated her. I gave a cutting away. I have one that's water rooting, and I have a cutting that, well, it's a established little plant now that's in pond right now. Anyway, she has actually there's 3 different plants on here now, but there is this tiny little baby. I'm gonna go ahead and separate her, and I just want to give it new soil because y'all, it's been in this same soil since, yeah, probably 2021. And I do believe it's stunting her growth some. Like, she does keep growing, but she has lost a lot of lower leaves. You can tell she doesn't have any lower leaves, but she's still beautiful. That's what matters. So, okay. What are the top 10 items / advice you would give to help someone beginning their plant tube journey? Oh, wow. It's gonna sound cliche, but just do it. My biggest regret on YouTube is just not starting sooner. I wanted to do it for a while, but I was so focused on what other people may think about me, how I'll be perceived online, and not only that, the internet, people can be very mean, just rude. It's just facts. And I was like, I don't want to deal with all that. But then I was like, I had to talk to myself and be like, why are you worrying so much about others? Is plants something that make you happy? Is this a hobby that you actually truly enjoy, regardless if you have an audience or not? Is this something that's more like a happy place for you than a chore? If you can answer yes to all those questions, I would say just go ahead and do it. I would say just do it. You don't need any fancy equipment. I use my iPhone. That's it. And I do use my MacBook for... I forgot this was a self-watering plant, so I can't just dump out the soil. So water just got everywhere. I'm glad I have this. Maybe I'll just scoop it out. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yes, I just use my iPhone. I do use this for editing. However, my first 6 or 7 months, give or take, doing YouTube, I was editing on my phone. There's a free app called VN. Yeah, I'll link it for you. Just start. You just need your phone, that free app, and just start filming yourself. Just oh, that almost hit me in my eye. Just do it, and don't be clumsy like me. Oh, you said top 10 items / advice. I think that was like 5. I'm sorry, I didn't see the number part. But no, in all seriousness, I hope that helps. And I'm doing this completely just wrong. And if y'all can see a tail, that's my daughter, Sweetie. Now she's laying on my foot. Next question, why do my plants in pond keep getting yellow spotting on leaves? my first reaction would be it's not necessarily pond, because plants in soil, plants that are just in hydro itself, can get just yellow spots too. So I would go down to the source of the plant. If you don't have a clear pot that it's in the pond, look at the roots and see what's going on. If the roots are healthy, the leaves, it could be like a fungal infection, especially if it's like the yellow and then the brown outline, or the brown yellow. I get those confused, but one of those. It could be a fungal infection. For me, I honestly just go ahead and chop off those leaves. You don't have to. If you want to keep the leaf, that's completely fine. But just know, obviously, like when it does get the spots, like it won't revert back green. So yeah, check the roots and make sure, obviously pests too, I forgot that. Make sure there's no pest and see if it's a potential fungal infection. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily due to pond, because that can be like any plant in any other kind of potting medium. Okay, next one, it says, when did you get into growing plants? I started during COVID and have over 80 plants. First of all, congratulations. Plants have been such an intricate part of my life these past years. So I actually started in 2020 as well, and it was because I was out to eat with my friends, and after we ate delicious tacos, oh, Dios mío, so good, muy delicious. After we ate those, one of my friends was like, hey, I want to stop at this plant shop real quick. And I was like, okay. I haven't owned any plants at all. I dabbled into like outdoor plants a little tiny bit, but nothing, no indoor plants. And we're like, okay, cool. And she took us to Oasis Plant Shop in Dallas, Texas, in the Bishop Arts section, and one of them bought me a plant. It was actually a red Maranta, and that was actually August. It was around my birthday. My birthday's August the 6th. That was like August the, no, it wasn't on her birthday. We were all August birthdays. It was probably like August 11th. Anyways, yeah, it was August 2020. And it just zoomed from there. And my collection increased super fast. Oh, Mel. You gotta give me the hard questions, Mel. Would you ever consider getting a saltwater tank? I've already considered it, but when I add up that pricing for saltwater fish tanks, I get a knot in my stomach and my throat, and then like I don't need it right now. But no, I definitely want one. There's absolutely beautiful freshwater fish as well. Saltwater too, though, stunning, gorgeous fish. I do want to get one, but it won't be anytime soon, but sometime in the future I would like to. Mel, again, what is your top 3 Monera deliciosas right now? Oh, Dios mío. En serio? Okay. I'm looking at them now. Wow. Vivo. I'll have to roll some B-roll right here. Vivo. I would say Vivo, Hamilton, Mulligan. Yeah. No, oh my goodness. No. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I have majority of my green forms right here, and then Alex, baby. Lo siento. Vivo, Alex, and Mulligan. I don't know. I would say Hamilton. Hamilton's one of my Thai constellations, but now I'm at the point to where the leaves are getting brown, and I know it's because of the light colored leaves. They don't photosynthesize as well, so they brown off, and that you can use cellulose, whatever that stuff is, in your watering, and it can help it, blah, blah, blah. I don't like it, and it makes me a little bit sad. So right now at this moment, it's not my favorite. I still love them. So yes, Vivo, Alex emolligate my green forms. Y'all don't sleep on the green form monsters. They're just stunning. Mel, when will we get a current favorites video? I'm gonna do one. So I do like a little calendar in Canva to map out what videos I want to do. So actually, when I'm done recording this, I will map that out. And y'all, look at these juicy roots. I know y'all probably like, what is she doing? And also too, I didn't really realize that the root ball was this small in there. But like I said, it's been in there for forever. So yeah, it's time for some, is this dripping too? Fresh soil. Okay, Michelle. Hey there, I'm just getting started with my plant journey and want to learn everything I can to keep them healthy. Could you please tell me what is pond? Also, I'm curious about the type of grow light and humidifier you use. Does your humidifier leave your carpet feeling damp? The humidifier, I'll link it. No, it does not leave my carpet feeling damp. I don't think it should. If it does, then it might be too much because of course you don't want to get mold. So I would elevate it too from your carpet. Mine's is actually on a little plant stand elevated. The ones that I did have on the carpet, I actually had it in a thick saucer tray too, because I just don't want it directly on the carpet. Pond. Pond is basically, it's only lava rocks, pumice, and zeolite. It's those three components mixed together and they call it pond. And honestly, it's also the same mix, if not like one rock different than a bonsai mix, which is basically those stones, rocks together. And grow lights, I'll also link those. I have a Barina, I have a Soltec, and I forgot the names of the other ones, and have a GE grow light, and then I have this one over here that's not on. They're all different, but they all work for like the different areas and stuff that they're in. Okay. Oh, Patricia, what is your top favorite aglonema? Girl, oh my gosh. No sé. Top favorite, and it's not favorites, it's favorite. I have so many. Oh my gosh. Pride of Sumatra. Pride of Sumatra. But ask me again tomorrow and it'll be different, and then again the next day it'll be different. But I will say Pride of Sumatra as of like now, top of my head, because they're just all beautiful. Jacqueline. Okay, if y'all aren't following Jacqueline's Jungle, you need to follow her. Before I even started my page, I followed her, love her content, and she does videos like back to back. Her collection is absolutely stunning, so go follow her. What's your favorite part about making videos? And what's your oldest plant in your collection? I've never been asked that question. Favorite part about making videos? About making them, I would say the editing. So beginning, I did have a love-hate relationship with editing because I was like, well, obviously I was just starting off and I was like, this is frustrating. This is taking so much time. I don't like it. But then I did like it because I just like, I don't know, the little edits here and there, making the screen bigger, smaller, the little swipes and stuff. I don't know, I like doing that stuff. So I would say that one of my favorite parts is editing, even though sometimes I don't like it, if that even makes sense. I don't know. That and some, I guess about actually making the videos. I guess like sharing my personal relationship with my plants to everyone. And I say it a lot too, like I don't know everything because I don't, and I'm learning like with y'all. I just I'm just a regular old person who happens to have a lot of plants, but that's it. I don't know all of it. But yeah, just sharing my plant relationship with y'all, making those videos and putting it out for the whole world to see. My oldest plant in my collection. My goodness. It's actually, looking around, I got this around the same time as my aglaonema. No, that one was first. Ooh, honestly, this is gonna bug me, so I'm going to fact check. I'm gonna look at my online receipt right now. Okay, I'm back. So my first order was October 17th, 2020. And it was a Hoya carnosa princess. Princess and a Monstera adansonii. My aglaonemas were purchased in 2021. That Monstera adansonii, I had it for 2-3 years, and then she got rot, and then I cut her up and I propagated her. So I technically have her, but she's everywhere. I have Monstera adansonii downstairs, upstairs, media room, my bedroom, in like little cups, and I gave that plant away 5,000 times. So she's spread throughout the DFW Metroplex. So it's that one. And my Hoya, y'all. So I've had that, well, since 2021, and she's still, you can look at her, she's still a little tiny. So I got her, she was nice and full. And then this is just a couple of months since I started my plant collection, and I didn't know anything. She lost a lot of leaves. She went down to almost 2 leaves, and now she's growing back, but she's like on a roll. So those are my oldest plants in my collection. Wow. You took me back. You took me down memory lane, Jacqueline. Okay, toughest question ever. If you could, oh, these are all tough questions, honestly. Y'all made me stop doing this because I'm thinking so hard about these. Ooh, on the hot seat. If you could only keep 10 plants, what would it be? Mel. In serio. If I could only keep 10 plants, okay, you weren't specific. Could I keep 10 plants and some of them, multiple, could be the same species, or do they all have to be the different species? You didn't say. First thing that comes to my head, I would have to have a Monstera deliciosa. Mandatory. I can never see myself without that plant because it's just so stunning, and it's like, I don't know, just a staple piece. So, Monstera deliciosa. Monstera esqueleto. You know what? This is hard. But if you could only keep 10 plants, so these would have to be like very curated and plants that make me happy and thrive, and they're low maintenance. So 10 plants. Okay. I have 1 Monstera esqueleto, 3 Monstera deliciosas, 6 aglaonemas. The 6 aglaonemas, those would all be different varieties. And to be more specific, I would say the aglaonema Prada Sumatra, the aglaonema Lotus Delight, and then the aglaonema Pink Tricolor, and then one more, aglaonema Silver Bay Classic Beautiful. The Monstera deliciosas, it would just all be Monstera deliciosas. Yeah. If it was 10 different plants, it would be 1 each of Monstera deliciosa, esqueleto, a pink variety aglaonema, a philodendron melanonii, because I water her once a month, y'all, and she consistently pushes out leaves consistently, and she loves me. Low maintenance, that's what I'm about. Oh, my Anthurium veitchii, because that's been a very low maintenance plant for me. Fiddly Fig would never even touch that list. Okay, you can sidetrack, Janae. Oh, Jungle Boogie. I think that's 5. Oh my goodness, a golden pothos. Okay, so for the other one, I would take it back and I would add golden pothos for the same species list, because that's a classic. You have to. Yeah, golden pothos. A sansevieria. I would need another trailing plant. Philodendron jade, Philodendron Brazil, Monstera adansonii, and I think that's 10. If it's not 10, I'm gonna say one more. Rhaphidophora, Chetersperma. That plant is a weed. So yeah. Oh, jeez, my heart is pacing fast, Mel. Now for Jennifer. Basically, where and how did you find Sweetie? So, oh my goodness. Do we have another 2 hours to talk? Are y'all ready? Okay, so I was at one of my clients' house and there was a stray dog who came up to the house that I was at, and she was just so cute. It was Sweetie. And I was like, oh, hi. Hi, baby. I had to talk to every dog, cat I see on that person. And I was like, oh, hi. You know, where do you want to? There wasn't a leash or collar or whatever. And she was very shy and timid. And so there was a house. It was on a corner lot. House was on the corner lot. And behind it was nothing but woods, a wooded area. And it looked like she came from there. And she just had, you know, a little bit dingy and stuff. And then I kneeled down and started to see if she would come to me. She would like come, and then she like had a little energy, but still timid. She's like, I don't want you to touch me, but I'm gonna come to you. You know how they do their little prints. She wouldn't let me get her anything. And I was like, okay. And so I went ahead and did my business. And then when I finished, who was there? She was still there. And I was like, okay. I was like, you don't have any collar on. I don't know what's going on. And I'm one of the people's like, I don't want to just see you like out here, you know, by yourself, all alone or whatever, you know, lost, whatever. And I'm part of so many lost and found groups too. I love helping people reunite with their pets and stuff, because it's sad when that happens. And I love being able to just be a part of that, because that's a very, yeah. Oh, that makes me sad to my stomach just thinking about that. That happened. So yeah, I went down the street, and it's a long street. There was probably like, I don't know, it was just a long residential street. And I went down and knocked on every single door. Hi. Oh, and mind you, as I was going to the homes, she was just following me. It was as if she was on a leash. I thought she wouldn't, because she wouldn't let me near her. But she was just following me, and every time I knocked at the door and was waiting there, she sat down right by me. I was like, oh my gosh, you were so sweet. Anyways, knocked down the doors. I'm like, oh no, I never seen her, blah, blah, blah. And so that was a while. And I actually got her to go in my car. I think I actually had that video where she first got in my car. And then, oh my gosh, oh. And I took her to PetSmart to see if she was microchipped. She wasn't. And then I took her home and I posted her everywhere. Nextdoor app, Craigslist, all the Facebook groups, like, hey, I found this baby. She's on microchip. Is this your baby? Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I didn't hear anything back. And long story short, that was February 7th, 2015. And here we are now. Oh my goodness. This girl has brought so much joy to my life. I love her so much. And she's literally just true to her name. Like, everybody who meets her, they're literally like, oh my gosh, like, she's so sweet. I'm like, it's literally why I named her. She just has a very docile, calm demeanor about her, and everybody she meets. She's still hesitant with men. I do believe that whoever had her, she was abused. with men, completely terrified. She's gotten better, but like at first her tail, tail would be tucked, ears down. She would shake at the sight of him. It was horrible. And also too, I know that she was an outside dog because this is at my other house. She was scared to walk on tile. She was scared to walk on carpet. She'd never been up and down stairs. She was shaking so bad because she was terrified. So basically she was an outside dog. She was abused. She had a big indentation in her neck too, where her fur was. Pretty sure she was tied outside too, like on a chain. Don't like people who do that. Anyways, yeah, that was 2015. We are now in 2024. Oh my gosh. So next year will be 10 years I've had her. Yeah, she's... Love her so much. Oh my gosh, I'm about to get emotional. I just saw her 2 seconds ago. Yeah, that's how I found her. She's my baby. And before her, I mentioned it before, but I did have a toy poodle. His name was Pepper. I grew up with him. I had my parents gifted him to me when I was 9 years old, and he was 8 weeks old. He passed away at 17 years and 8 months old. He passed away in 2019. That right there, my goodness, he started my love for, honestly, a lot. Animals teach you a lot. I literally grew up with him and he taught me so much. Anyways, my goodness, my heart, my baby. And when he passed, of course, Sweetie doesn't replace him, but she helped. Okay, so I'm going to get another Velcro thing to hang this up and give it a good drink of water. And that's all the questions. Y'all need to answer my community post, so next time I can do more questions. But that was fun. I love that y'all see me struggle doing this. Let me know if there's any more questions you want me to answer sometime down the line, or I might do like a random live video. Beast mode. Hey y'all, I'm back. So I did another community post following up with the others, and I got a few more questions. So here's like a little quick rapid fire bonus round. I'm just going to be cleaning this up, and this one too, give it some water. So let's go. What is the #1 most low maintenance plant in your collection? The most challenging, the fastest growing, and slowest growing? Whoa. Hey Tina. Okay, #1 most low maintenance plants, definitely pothos. The most challenging, that's actually a good question. What would be the most challenging? I would say, Calathea. Dudgeonay. Yeah, especially the Calathea orbifolia I just got. Y'all will see in the video. I did cut her back some. She's still looking good, okay-ish, but oh my gosh, she has new growth. Where is that new growth? Okay, focus, Janae. The fastest growing would, oh my gosh, my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. That thing grows like a weed. And my burl marks, whatever, burl marks, real fast. The slowest, I would say, my philodendron. Philodendrons in general, but my philodendron squammy and my philodendron melanonii. My squammy has pushed out 4 new leaves for me, and I've had it since like June or so. So yeah, what is the biggest plant mistake you made when you started collecting? Oh my gosh, not watering my plants. So this just came off. I guess I'll be rooting this. What are the most important care tips for growing aglaonemas? Most important care tips, don't overwater it. What are the most important care tips for growing aglaonemas? Don't overwater. What are your most unusual and unexpected houseplants? I love these questions. Unusual. I would say some of my most unusual ones is my more rare aglaonemas, like my aglaonema Pride of Sumatra, my aglaonema Lotus Delight, the pink orange starburst, because you don't really see those as much. So I would say those would be my most unusual. Most unexpected, the two calatheas that I have in my collection right now that's about to find a new home because they won't get their act together. And all right, Spanky Lewis. Who/what inspired you to begin collecting plants? Well, I actually grew up and my mom had plants throughout the house. So it's always been like in me. And then when my friends took me to the plant store in 2020, I can't go back. Do you have any other cool, fun, relaxing hobbies other than being a plant mama? What are my hobbies? Oh, my fish tanks. Especially, I never thought that I would have 3 fish tanks, not 1, not 2, but now I have 3. I love staring at fish, y'all. It's so relaxing and it's calming. So I would say like the fish hobby, that's like a whole other thing with the fish, with the plants, with the whole ecosystem it creates, and deciding not just the aquatic plants, but also house plants and all of that, and running just the whole system and stuff. Like that's a whole thing, and I truly enjoy that, and I watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos on that too. I also, whenever I get in the moods, random moods, I actually like to make jewelry. Back in the day, long story short, fun fact about me, my first job was working at Charming Charlie back in 2010. First ever job. That's a jewelry accessory store, or was. I don't even know if it's still open. And I was making my own jewelry and selling it. Oopsie, my phone, I lost some storage. Well, my storage was full, so it cut me off. But long story short, I worked at Charming Charlie. That was my first job, and that got me into making earrings. And I was making earrings, bringing them to the job and selling them to clients. Well, us to customers. Talk about conflict of interest. Oops. And yeah, so I like to do that as well. Okay. And final question. Okay, which pink plants do you find the easiest to grow and less pest prone? So fortunately, I haven't really experienced a lot of pests in my plants. I have had pest outbreaks in certain plants, and honestly, it's been a long time ago. The most recent one I can think of was probably over a year ago, so I don't deal with that a lot. So I can't like say a specific plant because I don't deal with that, thankfully. But the most easiest house plant, pink plant to take care for, definitely aglaonema, all the aglaonemas, but more specifically aglaonema Siam for sure. So thank y'all again for your questions. Muchas gracias. This was fun, and have a good day, y'all.